Finished working on this fabrication table. Show you guys that real quick so you can see the somewhat finished product. And here, show the air cylinder that I put in there to lift it up. Built these handles. They just slide in the sides of that, so we can grab a hold of that and we put some air to it. She tips up. Fill it up, as you can see. Now I can roll this thing around. I got limited shop space. Roll that thing around where I need it, or roll it outside the garage to the gravel. Put some hangers underneath for these so they sit all the way underneath the table. But got me a fab table. I can move it in and out of the way when I need it. Don't, it'll be out of the way. But back to what we're doing here. Get to working on this thing here. Start. What you doing, Boopin? See right there? Look at the camera, Sniffy Lou. Before we get going on this video, I just wanted to fill you guys in on a few things. First of all, when I was filming this video, we just found out that Riot Dog here has Wobbler's disease. So it's something we're trying to keep her as comfortable as possible, but it was kind of rough to find out about. I filmed it a few months ago and never got around to editing it because right after I filmed it, we found out that my dad was going to have to go in for brain surgery. And that was a pretty rough month. January was pretty rough. But he's doing pretty good now. I'm going to do a separate video on that whole ordeal. Hopefully have it ready about Father's Day. But in the meantime, I did get a new website up. We got some new shirt designs. Got a few hats available on the website. I'll have a link in the description of this video, and I'll probably throw a tag up over this right now here in the bottom so you can click on that. And then on my channel, we do have the store up through YouTube as well, so that you can check that out. They don't make me a ton of money, but they help sustain what it costs to put these videos together and keep my hobby of YouTube going. So if you guys enjoy watching the channel, go pick yourself up a hat or a t-shirt. I appreciate you watching, and we'll get back to the video. All right, if you guys haven't guessed what I'm doing yet, we're gonna try and make us a little bit of a miniature smudge pot. I want something that's small and easy to carry around. That probably will only burn for an hour or so, but something I could throw in the truck and be easy to carry. It don't gotta be so big and cumbersome. So sit on a table, let it burn. So see if I can make this thing work. I will tell you, I about had it with these things. They wear out, they suck. If you guys have any good quality brand or model or version of these that seem to hold up a little longer, leave it in the comments below. I hate these things. I feel like I get like a one use out of them and they're smoked. So I've tried oil, I've tried spinning them slower. No matter what I do, they don't last. So if you guys got a brand of those you like and use and seems to work good, let me know in the comments. See if you guys can hear me over that compressor running. But I am using that grinding wheel, and I'm kind of putting it down like this along the edge of where I marked it with that. Looks like it's working pretty good. Gonna work my way around and make a groove in it. obviously going to take me a little longer, but I think if I stay at it, it'll be a pretty clean hole. And I found this piece of old stainless exhaust I had. It actually fits in there, so we'll weld that in there and we'll make that work. I need my glove on though, because that all metal pneumatic grinder, especially this time of year, it gets cold. Close, but we're not quite there. I'm probably going to chopping this off about there. So close. Ooh. And then we'll cut that off. Stick that in there. Be right back. Work, and weld around that, seal it up. We got us a flume right there, or I can use exhaust pipe if I decide to use exhaust pipe, which I could do. I'm going to drill a hole here, and we'll put the inlet for it right there with the control valve and everything. Alright, I don't know if you guys can hear me over that compressor, so I'll speak a little louder, but I need to cut a little 3/4 to 1 inch strip off the edge of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to inlay that. I'll slice it, fit it on the inside of here so that it's double thick, so when I weld that I won't blow a bunch of holes through it. So I'll get to cutting that now. That. Sliced it. Let's see if that's even. There we go. You see the slice in it right there? That's where I sliced it, and then we just overlapped it. So if you look close, there's like a lip for that top part to slide down over. That way when I'm welding to it, we're not blowing big holes through it and trying to patch those holes. We got a thick piece on the other side that's gonna melt to. Got it around the inside, and we set the top one on it like so. Work our way around. Maybe try starting on this side. Ah. Hey, look out, man. Man, they're not quite working like I was expected. That bottom part might still be a little warm. Anywho. Now, I think I'm going to use this for the inlet. Basically, I'll cut the hole to where this will stick out of that top of it a little bit. And then imagine the cup sitting on the bottom of it. Kind of works like a little bit of a carburetor or an inlet. And on the factory ones, or if you look at an older smudge pot, the newer ones actually don't come with this piece, and I don't feel like they burn as well. But what I'll end up doing is cutting some squares out of the side of that so that it's got some openings on the inside of it once I get it fitted inside of there and see where I want it sitting. And basically I think how they work is you'll have the sides will be open, there'll be big holes in the sides, but you'll have the inside of this, it's kind of like a funnel to fill it when you fill it full of fuel. And then over time it kind of builds some soot and some oil or diesel residue on the inside of it, and it kind of acts like a wick. So it funnels the air straight down to where it needs to burn on the bottom of it and lets everything burn off good. Without it, they'll run. They're way harder to light and they're way harder to build heat in. So I'll get this hole cut out on this thing and we'll get it fit in there. And it looks like I'm going back to the dreaded hole saw. Make the hole fit. I really don't like these things. They suck. Something like that, I'm going to cut those out of it. But first, let's walk you up to this smudge pot outside and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's the regular smudge pot. See, we got the lid here. That's how you regulate how much air is going into it. And then you open it up, and when you look down inside, so maybe I got mine a little too big, but that thing basically runs down in there quite a ways. It actually gets narrower towards the bottom, so I'll show you what I'm going to do to fix that on this one, but that's kind of the idea of what we're trying here. Close that up, try to keep the water out of there. My lines are kind of a suggestion of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut those out on the inside of that marking, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice that bottom, kind of fold the bottom of it together, maybe with a hose clamp or something, and tack it in place. That way it kind of narrows as it goes in and it pulls the air faster as it gets down in there. I think it kind of works like a Venturi effect in those a little bit to accelerate how hard that air is hitting the bottom, and for some reason it helps them burn cleaner, because the ones that don't have it, they can run, but they take forever to build heat and they take forever to get going, and they just don't seem to burn as clean. So show you what I got here. Use this hose clamp to try and keep the shape of it as round as possible, and we'll pull it together. And let's switch that up a little bit. I'm gonna have to beat on it a little bit, get the shape back in it I want. Pull those together tight like that. And take the hammer. Give it a little persuasion. Not so bad. Pretty round.